Hello everyone, I'm RB. Welcome to my video discussing, recapping and reviewing Love Island. Can you believe it's week 5 of Love Island already and Casa Amor time? Casa. Okay, coming up is the 6 new boys from Casa Amor and some revealing games. Also, some trust issues for one particular couple. However, we'll get back to that in more detail as now to the start of the episode with the aftermath of Harriet and Ronnie's shock exit. Grace is crying as they have left, but happy that they left together, and Joey said he was the closest to Ronnie and Harriet. The villa is shocked and stunned. Sean said on paper he would have thought Grace and Connor were going, especially as this is a friendship couple. Jess is complaining, yet again. She said that Harriet didn't say bye to her, that Harriet ignored her, and Trey said basically to let it be, and they kiss. I mean, it's not all about her. Maybe he kissed her just so she'd stop talking. Anyway, Nicole and Kieran chat. He said he wasn't sure if it was too early for the L-bomb, and she said it's not. Well, that's that then. Jess and Grace chat about Jessie, and Grace said she wouldn't have dealt with it like that, and Jess said it's a repeat of what happened with Samantha, and Grace agrees. However, she doesn't get that she's also done the exact same thing. Then Grace cries. Jess said the deep chats haven't happened because she's guarded. Grace and Joey chat, and he's glad that she's still there. She looks really stony-faced, and she doesn't feel that he cares for her or he wouldn't have done what he's done, like the terrace, and she said his words and his actions have not aligned. He said let it go, basically, and that they both deserve happiness even if it's not with each other. Meanwhile, the girls say the biggest characters have gone, what with Harriet and Ronnie leaving, and Joey confirms to the boys that it's finished with him and Grace. He said there's no bad blood from his end. Grace is excited to see who comes in. It's nighttime with the usual malarkey that normally goes on. Then it's morning time with the squinty eyes and the sunglasses. Sean brings his daily coffee to Matilda and dances for the girls. Trey makes Jess breakfast. Jess feels that Trey is different and she's not sure if it's good or bad. She feels he's worse than Sean. Now that's a statement. Also, she did say previously that she likes bad boys. Probably the reason she was craving Ronnie, as he didn't treat her well and she seemed to love that treatment the best. So they chat, and the chat is as dry as the toast that they're eating. He feels she's got a hard exterior, but she's soft also. I feel like he's wrong. She's not soft. Then she said that she feels that they're different, that she's loud. Overall, she just sounds very uninterested. Then Jess and Jessie chat. She said Joey's done this before and they never made Grace feel that way when he did the same thing with Samantha. Maybe that's the first valid point she's made. Ever. Then Mimi and Io chat. He feels Nicole and Kieran are the strongest couple, and Mimi feels that they're in a good place. But are they really? In the confessionals, Mimi said feelings are developing. But it's obvious that she already has deep feelings for him. I mean, she said it weeks ago that she has the feels. But what's your opinions? Comment, like, and subscribe. Jess and Grace chat. She doesn't want to spend all her time with Trey. Well, she did with Ronnie, even after he chose Harriet. Anyway, Grace feels like Jess has the ick, and Jess doesn't like Trey's deepness. Grace said you can't feel bad. Well, she should use that energy for Jessie, maybe. Joey tells Jess that Grace being there gets in the way. Jessie said Grace has not been that friendly to her, and she repeats what Jess put in her head, and tells Joey that he's done this twice now, and he said it's different. A text announces that it's time to head out of the villa for cocktails. This is aimed at the girls, and we all know it's code for Casa Amor. They're on a girls' day, and Nicole said to get it off your chest, whatever's bothering you, and Jessie feels Grace wasn't the most welcoming, and she expected her to have understood as she did the same thing to Samantha. Grace asks how is she not welcoming, and she said that it was deeper for her, and she fakely apologizes. Well, at least the truth was addressed about Grace being called out for her double standards. Then she says she didn't like that Jessie kissed Joey on the terrace. Does she think Samantha liked it when she kissed Joey? Then Jess stirs and she asks Jessie if she feels Joey will do this again, basically. And Jessie said she's not naive. But I mean, why is Jess getting involved? She didn't when it was Grace and Joey and her best friend Samantha. Anyway, Matilda is getting the feels, and Mimi said she likes Io a lot. She finds him respectful, but thinks what will happen if she's not there. And that's a valid point. Nicole says she's in love, but she doesn't fully trust Kieran. Uma said she's a slow burner, and Jess said Trey is very different from what she's used to. She doesn't know if it's something she wants to continue. They feel the air has been cleared. Well, what's your opinions? Comment below. Then a text announces, head to Casa Amor, and they jump in excitement. Matilda wants to smash it out of the park. When asked, Joey said that he misses Jessie and Io misses Mimi. Then a text announces that the girls won't be coming back for a few days, as it's Casa Amor time. But they should have the boys and girls have their Casa Amor time at the exact same time, as in not have any one group start one day earlier. But anyway, Casa. 6 new boys arrive to meet the girls. There's Jake, he's 25 from Essex, and Blade, he's 29 from Hertfordshire. Also Joel, 22 from Devon. Then Lionel, 24 from Reading. And Hugo, 24 from Southampton. And Mosiah, 29, a model from Brighton. They arrive into the new villa. Then the girls arrive and they're cheering. They meet the boys and the boys pour their drinks. Grace looks like she loves Blade. And the little one, maybe Joel, is looking so nervous. He's visibly sweating. And Grace looks like she's laughing at him. The girls start some games. It's truth or dare. Mosiah fancies Grace, and as thought, Grace fancies Blade. Then there's more KFC finger-licking behaviour, as Lionel likes Mimi and her finger. Then Nicole finds Hugo the most attractive, and Blade kisses Grace. Then Uma, then Matilda for the order of most attractive. Uma chooses Hugo for a game to say who she'd like to be in bed with. Hugo likes Jess best, and Matilda chooses Hugo and some others, so he's quite popular. Hugo then kisses Jess as who he fancies the most, then Uma and Matilda. A truth for Mimi, can she see her head turning? She said it would be hard. Then Nicole kisses the cheek of maybe Joel. It's getting confusing who all their names are now, but this is for the biggest threat as he's a rugby player. And for possible head turning from the main boys, Blade says that this would be Will, Joey and Kieran, and Nicole makes a weird, or shall we say different face, and the main boys are basically twiddling their thumbs, and Sean says he's clammy from sweating. They're all sweating basically. They can hear the girls screaming and they joke that the girls will be with a load of geezers. Kieran's doubt is that Nicole doesn't 100% trust him, and this may affect her decisions for Casa Amor. Then there's a preview. Here comes the girls. Enough said really, let the chaos begin. So, it was an interesting episode, a bit of a Jess overload, but at least Casa Amor made up for this, maybe a 7 out of a 10. But what's your opinions? What did you think of the episode? Comment below. Thank you for watching and catch you for the next episode.